In today's Yin yoga class, we are continuing our winter meridian, winter season theme, the kidney meridian. We will be doing this for today's class and one more class before we start to consider the shift into spring. If you saw the introduction, you saw that I was talking about, the symbolic aspect of winter, even if you're somewhere warm, like I live here, and if you happen to live somewhere where the weather gives you an example of how the ebb and flow of our energy is, that's also great. We'll start the class with our thumb and first finger, eye gaze to the tip of the nose. And just arrive at class. And notice how you're breathing, the texture of your breath. Is it jagged or smooth? And for today's class, we are going to be considering the emotional waves of the winter energy. So noticing where your consciousness is sitting in your body today. And allowing that energy to drop as we go through the class. I invite you to explore feeling your energy in the area just below the navel. This is the Svadhisthana chakra, the orange chakra that is linked to water, creativity, and our emotions. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Sighing out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Sighing out through the mouth. For those of you who are new to our class, this is called purging breath. Inhale, squeezing the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, drop. And inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale. Drop. And fluttering the eyes open, we're going to jump straight into pose. Release your head, yes and no. Feeling the navel up to the spine. Finding your edge. Your 6 out of 10. So we're feeling the charge of the kidney meridian, up the back of the legs, into the groin, and up the front of the body. We're also literally feeling that squeeze into the lower abdomen area. And I always feel like in this pose, it's like a waterfall. Our head is like the top of a waterfall rolling down. Notice how gravity pulls the skin on your face and just allow it to relax. Remembering in Yin, we move only for 2 reasons. One is if we drop deeper into the pose, we feel our bodies release and we want to go deeper into the pose, or if there's any numbness or tingling sensation. "20 seconds to the bell." Gently lifting your navel to your spine and rolling vertebra by vertebra with intention to the standing position again. We're going to do another forward fold in a moment, but until we do, I want to just do some joint opening exercises. So these are great to do in the morning when you're in bed. 3, 4, 5. I'm rolling inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing your arms to the side, hands to the shoulder. 1. Hands on the shoulders, elbows to the front, wrists open. Elbows, wrists open. And 5. And we're going to do it the opposite. Wrist, elbows, circle, wrist, elbows, circle. 3, 4, 5. Releasing the arms to the side. Noticing how your legs are feeling. Okay, we're going to go to a second dangle. Remembering we're heading for 6 out of 10, not 100% maximum. We're going to take anything you want to allow yourself to move forward and lean on as a prop, either blocks or a ball or a chair, whatever you have. And we're doing like the dragonfly legs, so wide legs, and just coming down, feeling into that forward fold. Supporting your head, 20 seconds to get into pose, 2 minutes in pose. So we're starting the class with the more active, more charged poses. And we're working our way down to the slower, more passive poses as we go through the class. Remembering your breath. When you meet a block of energy or emotion, sometimes we just need to move it through, allow it to flow through. We don't need always to analyze everything. So as you're feeling the tensions in the block, invite it to melt through. Ask it what you need to know and allow it to roll through and pass if it's ready to go. And with that, you may choose to sigh. In life and in this class, we're practicing the natural ebbs and flows of our bodies, allowing that energy to move out and move through with a sigh. Otherwise, doubling your exhalation to your inhalation. If you're inhaling for 2, exhaling for 4. 30 seconds to go. Slowly coming down to your mat, bringing one knee down and then the other. And you can roll down onto the floor or Shavasana, into the Shavasana position. Feel the return of the flow of blood and the tingling sensations in the hamstrings and in the leg. Sighing out any tension. Noticing the belly rising on the inhalation and dropping on the exhalation, like the waves rolling in and the waves rolling out.
Bending the knees, putting the arms to the side and rolling onto your arm so that you feel your arm as a pillow. Taking a moment here, pressing into the hands and rolling up into tabletop. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders are in one line. We're going to do rolling panda for a long period, relatively long period, 30 seconds to get into pose and 90 seconds in pose. So we're doing rolling panda today with tadpole legs. So toes are together, knees to the side, releasing your knees out, remembering not too challenging, that nice 6 out of 10. Putting the weight into the right arm, releasing the left arm to the side, bringing the top arm, the right arm up, and surrender to gravity, surrender to the pose. You'll be feeling a squeeze through the thymus gland at the top of the body, potentially a squeeze through the thyroid gland at the throat. And as we inhibit the flow of blood to these areas, squeezing the blood or halting the flow of blood to this area, when we return, the blood will flush these glands. Turning your eye gaze inwards, noticing where your consciousness is sitting. And if you're having trouble dropping your awareness, your main focus of yourself, visualize a mini version of yourself wherever you are. And notice a set of ladders that just roll down. And with each breath, take a step deeper and deeper down the back of your throat, behind your heart, behind the solar plexus, until you find this space below the navel. Looking around, noticing the room, maybe tidying it up and making it nice for you. Putting some weight into the right hand, the top hand, rolling the left arm out, coming back to tabletop. We're going to move straight to the other side. "30 seconds to get into pose, 90 seconds in pose." So releasing back into the tadpole legs. This time bringing the right arm across, releasing the left arm up as the right ear comes down to the ground. Feeling that gentle squeeze. And noticing your consciousness in your lower abdomen. Being aware of any emotions that rise. And be a witness to the emotions. You can choose to label the emotions if you want to. And then just notice if there's a message for you, and if there isn't, or if they're old emotions, allow them to float through. And one of the ways we can visualize anything we don't need floating through is by releasing our grounding cord, like a laser beam from the tailbone down into the ground. Allowing anything we no longer need to just slide down the laser beam into the ground to be transmuted. And placing some weight into the top arm, rolling the hand back up, bringing the legs together, and dropping down for a rebound onto our tummies. You can place your toes together, Your heels apart, and notice which way you drop your head. Turning your head in the opposite direction. Noticing any difference from the twist to the left, to the right. Feel your body melt and merge with the ground below. Let them center, hands by the ears, rolling up. We're preparing now for dragon. You can use a pad or you can roll your mat to protect your knees. Place your left knee underneath. I'm going to bring our right leg forward. The total pose is 3 minutes. I like to have my blocks nearby so that I'm not waiting on my hands. We don't want to wait on our fingers. Our hands should be flat at all times. And you may wish to have a bolster nearby as well. So 30 seconds to get into pose and 3 minutes pose, although we will be moving within the pose. Bringing the right foot forward. We're going to release the hip, the front of the kidney meridian. And drop into the pose. Our arms, hands should be on the top of the legs, not on the knees, and the top of the legs. Relax the shoulders. Closing the eyes. Working on our balance and our proprioception, the awareness of our bodies in space. Return to the breath. The cool air on the tip of the nose as you breathe in. The warm air as you breathe out. So the hips, if you want to feel deeper into the pose. And on the next exhalation, coming down to the dragon flying low. You may wish to come down onto the bolster if you can go lower, or if you're still sort of half high, you can use your blocks to protect your wrists. To do, nothing to be. You find your mind wandering, bring it back to that sensation of breath on the tip of the nose. And on the next inhalation, allow yourself to put your weight back onto the knee and release that front foot up, feeling into the hamstrings again, the back of the leg. 20 seconds. Removing the problem underneath your knees, placing your hands in front of you, rolling up onto the toe. And for the counter pose, we'll do a couple of petals in mountain pose. Notice the difference between the right leg and the left. Maybe pressing into your fingers with the knees bent and feeling the length through the lower back. And coming back down to tabletop. We will repeat on the other side. 30 seconds to get into pose. 3 minutes in pose. And notice how your body is reacting to longer silences. Bringing the left leg forward. Releasing that front hip. And just surrender to the pose on this side. You can lean on your thigh with your hands or your foot. Just make sure that you're on your knee. Not on your knee, that you're on your thigh. And make sure you've placed your cushioning under that extended leg. Return to your breath. So the emotions as they float. Relation, you can either keep your hand on your thigh or if you want to feel into the extension through the spine a little bit, just place your hands on your hips. A little bit extra weight. Exhale. Lying a little lower with your dragon. Wherever you feel your body wants to go today, you may wish to come down all the way down to your elbows, or even all the way down to the floor. We close our eyes to use our brain in a completely different way. Feeling the air floating over you. Inhale. Exhale, pressing into the foot and feeling into the hamstring, releasing the leg back, feeling into the hamstring. Removing your props, placing your blocks aside, bringing the hands flat to the floor, rolling up on the toes. And pedal your feet in mountain, right and left. Feeling the flow of blood back to these areas, pressing into the pads of the fingers. Release the shoulders to the side, coming back to tabletop. We're moving into swan. We're going to do swan for 2 minutes on each side. To get into swan, bringing the right knee behind the right wrist allowing the foot to come across, releasing the hip down. If the hip is floating, place a block underneath the hip. And we'll start upright with a slight extension in the lower back. Retrenching breath. Surrender to breath. And hopefully by this stage of the class, you will be feeling that feel-good feeling as the GABA neurotransmitter is released. Having an awareness of the grounding cord flowing down into the ground. And replacing any spaces that you've created by drawing up in the center of the earth any positive energies you need now. Patience, love, kindness. Feel that rolling into the soles of your feet, up the legs, creating a grounding energy. Your legs are held firmly to the ground. Feeling that flow of earth energy. And when you're ready, bringing in awareness to the scalp and dropping the sky energy into the crown. Inhale. And exhale, drop your arms forward for sleeping swan. And that energy rolls down the back of the neck, the sides of the spine, mixing harmoniously with the earth energy and rolling up the front of the body. Allowing this energy to circulate, soothing and cleansing your head and torso. Placing down the toes, reversing out of pose, drop your hip to the ground, release the leg underneath you. Notice the difference between the left side and the right, the flow of energy back to that leg. And we'll move straight to the other side. Left knee behind the left wrist, allowing the foot to come wherever it wants to go, dropping the leg back, filling the gap. "20 seconds to get into pose, 2 minutes in pose. Closing the eyes, eye gaze to the tip of the nose. Visualizing that sky energy, cleansing and clearing your head. The back of the throat chakra, rolling down the sides of the spine, and follow the relaxation as it rolls down. And rolling up the front of the body, causing chakras to find their natural spin in a clockwise direction. And out the top of the head, like a fountain, cleansing the outside of your aura, creating an egg-shaped orb that is sealed under your feet. At the front of this orb is a permission rose. Inhale. Exhale, dropping forward onto your forearms. If you can come further, you may just make sure that you are supporting your head higher than your neck. The permission rose moves with you and allows you and supports you to create healthy boundaries. Remembering that you have authority over what emotions you choose to feel, which opinions you choose to come in. You have agency and choice. Moving in blocks and dropping down onto your hip, rolling down onto your back, ready for rebound. Beautiful relaxation washing over you and through you. Bending the knees, rolling to the side, taking a moment with your head on your arm like a pillow. Pressing into the front of your hand, then rolling up. Bringing the left leg underneath, the right leg on top. We're going to do a short moment in shoelace. 20 seconds to get into pose, 1 minute in pose. So your knees are stacked as best you can. Your legs are like the two sides of a shoelace that you stretch. You should be feeling a nice stretch, juicy stretch into the outer hip. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Return to your breath. Continuing to run the sky energy and earth energy. At the end of the class, I'll invite you to either close these running energies or to allow them to continue to flow throughout your day. Where is your consciousness sitting now? Allowing the emotions to float on past like a leaf floating downstream. Pushing sides, bringing the top leg underneath as if you're crossing your legs. The top leg, the bottom leg becomes the top leg now. And we'll do the same gentle stretch into the opposite thigh. The head is pulled up tall, the seat bones into the earth, so off position. The shoulders relax. Legs, allow the legs to come out in front of you. Feel the flow of blood returning to the leg. And if you want to, you might want to shake your legs or do a couple of windshield wipers from side to side, one leg at a time, whatever you choose. And the next pose, and I'm getting my big ball ready because I can't roll down onto the floor when I'm in half saddle. Choosing what works for you for half saddle. So the leg comes out to the side. You can go all the way down if you want to. You can use a bolster or a bolster and block to support you. Remember that we are filling the gaps. We're going to hold this pose for 2 minutes, so 20 seconds to get into pose on each side. And 2 minutes in pose. If you are quite upright like I am, just remember to bring your chin to the chest to protect your neck. And if you are down on the ground easily, you can bring your arms up and over to extend the stretch if that's available to you. Winter season can sometimes feel like a bit of a marathon, waiting for the spring to come and the warmer weather. The focus of this practice is to turn inwards, embrace the darkness, conserve energy, preserve chi, to have an awareness, an inner awareness. It's a balance of the ebbs and flows. Gift yourself the moments of slowness. Releasing the leg forward, noticing the difference between the right and left leg. Feeling the flow of blood coming back to the leg. Moving still energy out of you with a sigh or purging breath. And setting up on the other side. Bringing the other leg back. Releasing down into your straddle, your side. Try and have that knee on the floor, noticing the difference between the left side and the right. We're holding for 2 minutes. Allow your sense of hearing to rotate like a radar, seeking out the most distant sound. Once you found that sound, seeking out closer and closer sound. Maybe the sound of a bird outside, or the birds I'm hearing here across the recording. Sound of an air conditioner or a heater. And coming to closer and closer sound. The leg forward and allowing yourself to drop down into rebound. Receive the benefits of the practice so far. Palms of the hands turned up. Feel that beautiful relaxation flowing over you and through you. Deepening your awareness of the flow of blood through your body. And the prana, the energy flowing through the energy centers, just like the blood flowing through the arteries and veins. Just like the blood carries oxygen, the channels of prana carry energy to your energy centers. And your knees. We're going to do a reclining figure 4. So place the left ankle on the right knee. 20 seconds to get into pose, 1 minute in pose. Flexing both feet. Grab the hamstring behind the knee. Pulling the leg towards you. Press gently on the knee on the ankle and the floating knee away from the body. Once you've found that nice juicy stretch, relax the feet. And if your head is hanging, place a block under your head. Remembering that when water encounters an obstacle, it smoothly floats over it, around it, or under it. And we would like to deal with our emotions in the same sort of way. When we encounter an obstacle, allow those emotions to inform you and float past the obstacle. The leg comes to the floor, release both legs forward. Notice the difference between the right leg and the left. And bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Lifting the leg off the floor, the left foot off the floor, clasping behind the left hamstring, pressing the left knee against the right ankle, sorry, and the floating leg goes away. Once you found that, squeeze the hips, release the feet. We're going to do our final pose, bending the knees. We'll do 3 minutes continuous, both sides. 30 seconds to get into pose. So placing your arms outright, straight out from your shoulder blades. Feeling as much of your spine on the ground. I'm going to squeeze the knees up and across. We want to squeeze into the waist. If the arm is hanging, you can bring the arm up. And note that we're squeezing into the area where our kidneys are literally. On top of our kidneys are the adrenal glands. They're the size of an eraser on the end of a pencil. The adrenal glands are responsible for the release of cortisol. We want the right amount of cortisol, a higher spike of cortisol in the morning and a lower amount of cortisol in the afternoon. Just one of the many ways our amazing body ebbs and flows with the rhythms of the day. Connecting the lower body to the upper body through our twists. Squeezing the lower abdomen as well. The seeds of creativity. The orange chakra. And center and dropping the knees to the other side. If the arm is hanging, protect the arm. Just make sure you're getting that nice stretch between the lower body and the upper body.
10 seconds to go. Back to center, releasing and props. Feel your body from head to toe and shoulder head on the mat. If you're comfortable on your back for Shavasana, that's great. If you would like to be on your side or on your tummy, that's fine too. Loosening any clothing. Placing a blanket on yourself if you would like to be warm. Maintaining a position that you can stay in for the next 3 minutes or so. Feel your body from head to toe and toe to head on the mat. Take this moment to release any tension, to sigh out any emotions, to visualize the things you no longer need dropping down through the grounding cord, or rolling out with your breath, or sinking into the mat through the points of contact between your body and the floor. Feel your body floating down, down, deeper down, like a snowflake falling from the sky. Feel your body melt and merge where it's held on the ground. If you're having trouble dropping, bring your eyes, your closed eye, but your eye gaze to the eyebrows. Look up, feeling like you're looking up with the eyes closed. Look up, squeezing the eyes up, and now looking down as if you're looking down over a waterfall coming down. And feel the energy dropping down. 10, 9, go deeper. 8, 7, more and more relaxed. 6, 5, calm and peaceful. 4, 3, as if you're watching your feet on steps, connecting with each stair. 2, and 1. You are now in a deeper state of mind, deeper than before. Following the vibration of my voice from body part to body part, becoming aware of the energy floating in space between each body part and through each body part, visualizing now the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, palm of the hand, top of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side, waist, hip, thigh, hamstring, knee, shin, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right hand side, right hand side. The right hand side is so relaxed, bringing your awareness to your left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, palm of the hand, top of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side, waist, hip, thigh, hamstring, knee, shin, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand side, left hand side. The left hand side is so relaxed, bringing your awareness to your right lower back, left lower back, right back waist, left back waist, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the back of the head, the whole spine, the whole spine, the whole spine, all on that, bringing your awareness to the top of the head, right temple, left temple, forehead, right eye, left eye, crease of the nose, right cheek, left cheek, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, teeth, tongue, upper palate, lower palate, chin, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, center of the chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, navel, the front of the body, the front of the body, the front of the body is so relaxed. You are now in a deeper state of mind, deeper than before. Bring your attention now to the eyebrow center. Focus your attention on the eyebrow center. Imagine you are sitting in a meditative pose in the eyebrow center, chanting Om in synchronicity with your breath. Visualize yourself sitting in the lotus position comfortably. Awareness of sitting in the eyebrow center and chanting Om in time with your breath. Continue. Om. Om. Return your awareness with Chittakash to the inner space, the space behind your forehead. Watch the space carefully for any spontaneous colors or patterns that emerge. Effortlessly, an awareness of your watching, an awareness of your watching with no involvement. Continue watching the space and become aware of the images, the spontaneous thoughts that emerge. Become aware in a detached manner, aware of the images that come. Bringing your awareness to the present, making sure you're not sleeping, please. I'm going to name a few objects, visualize them on the levels of emotion and feeling, imagination. You should move as fast as I go, jumping in your mind from image to image. Do not waste your concentration on any one particular image. Just keep moving. Flickering candle, weeping willow tree, tall palm tree, car moving on the road, colored clouds gathering, yellow clouds, tree clouds, starlit night, full moon, dog standing, cat resting, elephant lumbering, horse trotting. See the sun, the setting sun, the rising sun, an ocean with white caps, crashing wave, a pond with clear water, pink lotus, white lotus, golden spider web, sandy wide river, a boat sailing on the water. See the ripples.
Chimney smoke rising from an old house, a cold winter, an icicle melting from the roof of a house, a fire burning, the dawn of the day, temple bell ringing. Hear the sound, the ringing sound. Listen to the sound. A yogi sitting in deep meditation. A Buddha and repose. Feel your body floating down, down, deeper down. One more time, floating down. It's as though you are on the vibration of Om, like water floating on water. Your body is sinking part way down. As you look around, the edge of the water is like the horizon, and the setting sun is casting an orange glow on the water. Soon the end of the water and the beginning of the sky is imperceptible. All that is left is the vibration of the orange glow. And you are floating on the sea of orange. Soon the edges of your body and the beginning of the vibration is imperceptible. You are one with the water, with the sky, with your breath and the breath of the person nearest you. You become aware of the space in your body. You become aware of the vibrations that are floating through you. Allow your awareness to connect with anything solid that's left in your body. Feel the vibrations wiggling these solid spots free. The flow of the vibration, the positive, healthy energy floats through you and over you. And any blocks vibrate away like ice melting to water, water to vapor. With each breath, you feel the pulsing orange glow radiating like a wave. Turn your eye gaze inwards one last time, connecting with this beautiful, blissful sensation. My emotions are messengers. I respect the messages of my emotions. I listen and take action when needed. I can be witness to my feelings. I take responsibility for my interpretation of my emotions. All emotions have their place in me. All emotions have respect and a place at the table in my home. I am whole, I am peaceful, and most of all, I am so relaxed. In a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers and you can come back to your body. Just keep your eyes closed.
Come back to your body, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, turning your head right and left, hugging your knees, and either staying on the floor if you wish to, or coming up to seated. I'll close the class by chanting Om and three Shantis. Please join me if you want to. Inhaling into the tummy. Shanti, Shanti. And drawing your hands together. Place them over the abdomen. Conserve. Namaste.